According to YouTube, only 13% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch consistently. So I ask you, if you watch consistently, why don't you subscribe? It doesn't change anything for you. You still get my videos all the same, but it severely helps me. So subscribe. Nonsense. This guy gets refused service at a bank after fighting fire with fire after a teller was supposedly rude towards him.
Ma'am, how are you? What are the grounds of which
and the way you're treating my
your teller was rude to me? So you think you can be rude to somebody else, and then they can't be rude back?
We can have you escorted out if you like.
Have me escorted out. I would love that. No, have me escorted out.
There's your information.
Yeah, and you're going to definitely be reported.
Absolutely.
And I would love for you to have me escorted out because you're just going to treat me how you want to treat me. Are you kidding me? On what grounds? She talking about, I know this ain't your business, but she's talking about she heard me be rude to her teller, but her teller was rude to me. So what, you gonna be rude to me, but I can't be rude to you?
I get fighting with fire. If the teller was rude towards you, you definitely can. It's definitely warranted to be an asshole back. But sometimes it's better just to be the adult in the room and not respond in kind. Because a manager, in these type of instances, when they see a customer being irate towards one of their employees, they're more liable to defend their employee and kick you out rather than believe whatever you're saying when you're clearly not happy. It's just how these things goes. Sometimes being the adult in the room will get you better results. Here we have a guy with a trolley being locked into a Dollar Tree store because I'm assuming he's making an attempt to steal something.
But he's tempted to get on now. Hey, girl, get out of there. Hey, get away from me. Get away from me. Hey, sir, hey, get away from me. Get out of there. You just hit somebody. What's the shopping mall? They were outside.
Hey, shit. That's a good film, man. Post that shit up. Oh, yeah.
He just broke the window. He broke the window already. He's sneaking out through the window. Yes. No, he walks out by foot.
I make the assumption that he's trying to steal something because after he successfully breaks the window, he then dives into the cart to try and grab as much as he can, I assume to throw it through the window for his person who's working with him on the other side of the door. I'm assuming. That might be completely wrong. We don't know what exactly is going on here. We're just making assumptions. The guy behind the camera here was sitting on the side of the road with his hazards lights on for some reason or another when this lady comes by recklessly driving and sideswipes the living hell out of their car. And I do say that because it's blown tires on both vehicles, done severe damage, etc., etc. Now here's what happens afterwards.
It's crazy.
You know how many people like just go away, don't get in trouble?
That's up to her. I don't suggest that myself. I said I don't suggest trying to drive away. I don't suggest that.
No, not me, but like me and you, like go like I live like down the road. I live with my dad.
You might want to call him.
For what?
Then you're not going to be able to drive home. How are you going to go anywhere from here? You can't drive that car. You try to drive that car like that, you're going to slide everywhere. You're not going to be able to drive it. This car is stuck where it sits.
So who's going to fix this shit for me? You have nobody to call? I do, but I don't want to do all this. The cops are going to come. My dad is going to kill me. You got so much going on right now. I don't want to do shit right now. But if you drive it like...
honey, that's what you're supposed to do. As soon as you get into an accident, you're supposed to call the cops. Well, that I agree. That's for sure.
So what the is gonna happen when you with the cops? What's gonna happen?
They're gonna make a report, and that's it. Go hire two because you hit me. It's the same thing.
Call the damn cops. I'm telling you, I have the money to fix your car right now.
That's just crazy. Yeah, I would like to, but I can't drive that car now. I can't drive that one either. I gotta call Dana and tell her. Oh, you there? Shit, man. Shit. Tire marks everywhere. Bitch hit me while I'm on the side of the road, parked with my hazards. Shit is crazy. Her car right up hit me so hard that it blew the wheels off my car. God damn.
Additional piece of information coming from the comments of the TikTok of this original post here. Apparently, the lady did not have any insurance whatsoever, and it took over a year for him to get his car reimbursed. And furthermore on that, he's recently spotted this woman driving around in a new car about as recklessly as they were before, because apparently some people just don't learn from these type of things. It's wild to me. You do so bad at driving and you don't learn to get better when you get a new car. I suppose when you get a new car pretty easily like you supposedly did, you probably don't learn any good lessons there. Here we're dropped in the middle of what seems to be some road rage, where it seems like the person behind the camera did something on the road that caused the person in the other car to panic and slam on the brakes and decide to follow her down just so she can go off at her like this and call the cops on her. Here's the clip.
What else?
That is what is happening. Make sure you know that.
What else?
Learn how to drive.
TikTok,
Before
look
you
at this
take
crazy
someone's
lady.
life.
Oh, look at her kids in the back. They look so scared. You're yelling at a woman in front of your kids you're so scared about.
A woman who doesn't care about children.
Oh,
and
but I have a
stop
child in
signs.
my car. You chase me down.
Of course.
Oh,
You
but you're
killed
scared.
My kids.
I almost killed your kids. Where's the mark on your car?
Thankfully, I know how to slam my brakes. Thankfully, I know how to drive.
And your kid is climbing in the front seat without a seatbelt, huh? Keep
And
going.
Stop.
You want me to call the cops?
Yes.
Want me to call the cops?
I did. So
Okay.
I'm making sure they come to you. Yes, I did.
Well, go ahead, baby.
I already did.
What's your name? Get out the car and let's wait for him then.
I am right here waiting for them, and I did call the cops.
Now, the person who recorded this says that they were in some form in a six-figure Mercedes G-Class vehicle, and apparently all its safety features would make it so that she couldn't even run a stop sign if she tried, because, you know, it would stop. And it's like, okay, yes, to be true, most safety features in modern cars nowadays are pretty good at getting you out of most accidents. But, you know, it doesn't help you when you cut someone off and someone else has to slam their brakes and not get in an accident, because there's only so much your car can do in those situations if you've blatantly ignored the blind spot monitoring warnings. I don't know. Seems like a wacky situation. Also, apparently, an additional follow-up, the lady and her kids have apparently been harassing the person who recorded this for posting it, saying that it's unfair and things on these lines. I'm sorry, but there's nothing you can really do about that, I suppose. Here we watch what happens when you fail to restrain your dog when you're opening up your front door to potentially grab an Uber Eats / DoorDash delivery.
Hey. Is it Bro?
Is it just me as one of the bugs that fly past the camera make it look like the dog just suddenly got flung up into the air at the end there? The story of this clip is very intriguing. So, of course, this is off the back of a feud that is currently happening between the person behind the camera and their neighbors that live downstairs, because of course there is. It seems to be the common rage these days that everyone's in the feud with their neighbors for some reason or another. I don't know, some people just suck. Anyhow, so they've gotten an Uber Eats order delivered, right? They got the food delivered, and the guy who was delivering the food delivered it to the door downstairs, which is the neighbor that they're having a feud with. So they go downstairs to retrieve their food, but it turns out the guy who lives there is holding their food hostage and threatens that if it ever turns up at their doorstep again, he's going to eat it. So the person behind the camera snatches this food, goes upstairs, and that's when they whip their phone out to record this amazing incident.
Keep going. Girl, I have been nothing but respectful to you guys. You guys are the ones that keep testing me.
You're still running your mouth.
No, you have the last say, boo. You're the one that came at me. I just wanted my Starbucks. You guys were keeping that from me.
Drop off at my door, stupid. That's my door.
Listen, that's not her.
That's not my fault. That's it, Uber Eats.
No, it's every day. I have cameras. It's every day. They're
Stopping
at
around in the night.
I don't stop around.
Meet them at the car. Meet them at the car. Meet them at the car.
Keep going. Say hi.
Meet them at the car.
Hi.
All right. Don't have them come to my door.
You can record
or it will
all
go
you
to the
want.
trash.
Now you're recording.
Your food will go to the trash.
You
if it
didn't
goes
record
to my
after you
door.
talked all the shit you just talked, honey.
There's
What
a
did I
camera right
say?
here.
I didn't
There's
say
a camera
anything
right
other than
here.
giving my
It's all
coffee.
on camera.
Okay, good. I'm glad you got it on camera.
Whip yours out now like it's a little late.
No, it's not. Because you ain't got nothing on me.
Apparently this couple have also stolen various different Amazon packages from their front doorstep on various different occasions, and when confronted with this information, they've always blamed their kid about this. But hey, all well that ends well, because those two have been evicted from that building. Whoopsie daisy. Though this is where I just add a little note. If you are door dashing or Uber eating, it is kind of just a smarter idea to go out your front door when you see they're getting close, just so you can get it from them and this stuff doesn't happen, especially if you have neighbors who are complete and utter dicks. Here we are at Costco and a pretty long line to the checkouts where, well, there seems to be a bit of an argument or disagreement occurring between someone in front of the lady who's recording and the person in front of them, where they are, quote, harassing them because apparently he cut in line earlier.
Hit me with that motherfucker one more time. I'll punch you in your face. Back the off of me. I said back the off of me. You just hit me.
Lady, you need to stop. You've been harassing him this whole time.
Thank you.
I
Leave me the alone.
I've been recording you, ma'am.
Of course you are.
And then what? What are you gonna do?
Hey, put it around, dude. We're done.
Not a goddamn
We're
thing.
done.
Oh.
We're done.
She's been harassing him this whole
I
time.
have not. Ma'am, what are you, how are you in here?
I just stop, yeah.
No, especially when somebody's psycho.
The line.
Keep going.
I know. I hope you're enjoying this. I really do. I just wonder, do you just have that out all the time throughout going through the store?
No, just when people are harassing others and acting like parents.
It wasn't.
I'm not gonna even get in an argument with you.
Yeah, you're still recording. That's what's getting, like, it would be one thing if you actually turned it off. Like, the interaction's done. Now it's between us. Because this is stupid. Let me ask you a question. I just want to understand. Excuse me. You're going to record me. Oh, wow. And you're not even going to listen? Oh, that's trashy. That's trashy. So, like, were you there when it all happened? Don't even, you have to engage. Well, it's a simple question. It's not I understand, but it's a simple question. Were you even there when it all happened? You have the whole thing on recording? That's what I would like. The whole thing, even him cutting in front of us? No, because I was the last one in line. So you weren't there. You didn't know. And that's the part where you're just like,
Don't talk to me.
we're going over here. Don't worry.
Additional information here. Apparently the guy left the trolley in the line and took like 3 or 4 steps away to something nearby to go look at it and then came back, and that's when they, quote, apparently assumed that he was cutting in line even though the trolley was there. I don't know, it just seems like a massive kerfuffle of stupidity. especially from the pair in the middle. It's like if someone's annoying you behind you, maybe, just maybe, especially if they're recording, you just don't engage. If you don't engage with them, then they never get this good footage that they then post online, that then gets posted by various different channels on YouTube. Maybe just don't engage. But they did, so here we are. It's funny, isn't it? Here we have an apparent employee coming to a subway they used to work at. They want to store their electric bike on the inside of the subway whilst they get their food, but they know that the policy is that that's not allowed. When they get told that that's not allowed by one of the people who works there, she decides to take this entire thing in a bit of a tirade and then ultimately gets refused service, which is when we jump in with this clip here.
Disrespectful to us, you've been disrespectful to other customers.
Other customers, I didn't say nothing. I asked him if it was bothering him and he said no. Straight up. That customer said my scooter was not bothering him. You heard him say it did not bother him that I was in here. He didn't say nothing to me.
Okay, Nick, please, let's...
Please, I put my stuff outside like you wanted. I want a tuna footlong pro with regular cheese and I'm late.
I don't think we're going to be served.
You are going to serve me because I did exactly what you wanted.
You're being incredibly rude to us, so I'm not...
I'm being incredibly rude. Right? I'm asking for my son, but I did what he wanted.
I just came here legally.
Exactly. Is that rude asking for you want by doing something?
You've been yelling at us for 5
Yeah,
minutes.
that's true.
I just want my service. That's fine.
You need to leave. We're not doing this.
All I want is my daughter's sub.
Then you shouldn't have come in and yelled at us.
Then you should have let me order with my bike right there. It wasn't a problem. Go ahead, serve them in front of me. Incredibly rude that is. Go ahead, serve them in front of me. Yeah, I know, you just want your food. Freaking ridiculous. Look, my daughter's freaking hungry and you won't let her get her food. Like, that's ridiculous. I literally did what you wanted.
Oh my god, I feel bad for her. She goes,
Like, how horrible of a person are you? How horrible.
Bye, Michelle. Nice to see you.
Bye, hard.
damn!
Piece of shit.
She's got issues, bro. And by the way, I'm on your
No idea.
side.
She used to work here.
She did? Yeah, I'm not surprised, bro.
I've been here for about 2 years. I was 17 at the time. She quit on the spot because she was beefing with another employee.
Oh my god.
Left me alone.
I feel sad for the daughter, but she goes to my school and
Does she
everything.
really?
Yeah, she does. She's
I
a
mean, you could
17.
see her. She was embarrassed. She was trying to get her mom to go. I feel bad for her.
Ultimately, she got trespassed from this subway for the future. The police came not long after this clip was taken, and she was put on the list of people that can't come to this subway anymore. So I suppose she gets to go annoy a different subway from this point forward. Kind of crazy. It's one of those things where it's like, I do return to my old workplace every now and then just to talk to people that I used to know, though over time, or less and less people I used to know actually work at these places anymore because times change. But apparently she got fired because of just issues that she had with other employees and other things on those lines, so I don't get why she's coming back. Is it just purely to be a nuisance? I don't know. Here we have a peculiar fight in the middle of an airport whilst walking around.
That's not the way you go about things. That's how the fucking moving sidewalk.
If you want to stand, you just stand to the right.
Stand to the right, walk on the left. It's how the moving sidewalk works.
It's fine.
World star.
We can get a cop because I want to walk on the moving sidewalk.
You come back to Philly to this shit, this is crazy. I ain't want to stay in Texas, but still. Look. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I suppose what happens in Philly stays in Philly, unless it gets recorded and put onto the internet, and then not so much anymore. Whoopsies. Here we have a guy who thought he'd have a bit of fun trolling a Karen.
If I did, if you have a problem,
You broke the law.
You can, lady,
You broke the
I
law.
didn't break the
You
law.
went down a
You
private dock.
Oh my God, I broke the law. I took a wrong turn.
There's a
Please,
fine.
someone arrest me. I took a wrong turn and I went down a dock. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the f is going on? I went down the wrong dock. Oh, please. Please help me. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I must seek penance. Oh, please, I hope Christ will forgive me. Oh!
I bet that Karen is regretting literally every decision that led her to this point in time in her life. Messing with this guy who just goes, okay, cool, you want to be like that? I can be like that too, but 10 times worse and make you look stupid. Oh man, I love these type of people. Here you ever go comes across a random argument occurring whilst he was getting some form of food.
You're paying your money for yours, so don't worry about mine. Keep it going. I damn sure will. You got the right one. On the wrong. That's it, baby. That's it. It's 2 wraps. Somebody that ain't my business. That ain't
You're making it everyone's business. Just shut up.
You don't tell me the mother. Shut up. I'm grown, bitch. I'm grown. Well, mind your own business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. No, he can shut his mouth and stay out of my business. That's what he can do.
I got you.
I should love random public freakouts you come across where people are just arguing over what is seemingly kind of stupid. You ever come across a guy who's wearing some military clothes at an air show, and well, the people who are recording this notice that his patches that are on his clothes are a little bit all over the place and not where they should be, so they call him out for it, and here's how things go.
They took me on some stolen value.
Don't stop.
I'm a mother veteran and a pilot.
That's
so correct.
We're a military family. I
Yes,
don't know
that's
that,
right.
But I just don't want you to
That's
talk
right.
to kids like that.
Stolen valor? Stolen valor, really.
Just fix your patch and then we'll be all right.
What?
Fix your patches and that's it. These guys know what the patches mean. Fix them.
They're little.
Because if you wear in the uniform, just wear it right.
No, you fix it for me.
No. You have to fix it. That's why you have to teach these kids. If you wear the uniform,
I understand.
These kids know. That's why they know. That's it. That's it.
All right, guys, just let's go.
Have a good one. Stolen valor.
Look, I'm not going to claim to have any idea where these type of patches should actually be on clothing like that, but from just looking at it, I don't think it's meant to look like that, where you have patches not only overlaying over the top of each other, but patches that are also hanging off the material of the clothes itself because they've not been put in a place where you can apply the entire patch. Just from observing, that doesn't look right in any way, shape, or form. But hey, again, I don't know these type of things. This here is probably like the most crazy explosion I've seen at a Subway in quite a long ass time. Heck, I don't think I've seen a clip to this scale at a Subway before. Maybe I'm wrong on that one, but here's the clip.
Hurry up, that guy will not for you. And me and my boyfriend are trying to get him to leave the
Dude, like I said, I will have a conversation with the... Get out of my... Out. Hit me. Get out of my goddamn field. Hit me. Yes, it is. I know Antonio, dude. This is not you. Jason knows the same. Now get the f*** out of my goddamn. You would hit me.
I wish you
I'll go out of the car, you piece of shit.
You guys please stay in your building.
You know what? Right now. Out of here, man. Get out of here, dude.
Gary, please line the
You motherfucker out of control.
please let
What the f*** up, old man? You are going to jail, dude. You know you're not the first person to say that. I didn't touch you, did I? I did not touch you. You assaulted my wife. Threatened intimidation, motherfucker. You threatened to pull my ass. No shit. Get out of here. You're going to jail. No, you touched my wife. I'm calling 911 right now. You're going to jail. Go for it. I got witnesses. And you're on video, dude. No shit. You're on video. No shit. Why did you touch my wife, dumbass? Why did you touch my wife? I didn't touch the door. Piece of shit, dude. You touch women. Oh, goddamn. You did. 10 seconds. What are you going to do? I'm calling 911. I got the right to do that.
Go for it.
All right, back up. Back away from my car. Back away from my car, dude.
I'm on property.
So am I. This is a public place, man.
No, it's not, dumbass.
Yes,
it's
it
Marvin
is. This is
Baker.
all public.
Private.
Private? You
Yes.
all over this, my guy?
Private
You're
property.
overboard, dude. I came here to eat, and I got harassed by them, and you, and them. Everybody.
Do you not know what right to refuse service means?
Look, man, you have no clue what just happened in there. And you come busting that door.
I don't have to know what the happened.
You have no reason to be in there. No reason. They're yelling at me, man. I came in there as a customer.
I can hear both of you yelling at each other through the
They went off
wall.
on me. They went off on me, so I have the right to defend myself and say what I want back, man.
No,
it's a free
you
country.
don't.
Freedom of speech. I have the right
Except
to do
your right
that.
to threaten intimidation.
I didn't threaten nobody.
You threatened me,
They
bitch.
pulled a nightstick on me, dude. With my wife right there. With my wife. You're a liar, bro.
No, I'm not.
You work right here? This is your business?
Yeah.
Okay, I would definitely write a bad review about your business as well.
Go ahead. Ain't the first one.
I will.
Go ahead. It
I
ain't
will.
the first one.
And you know what? I am still going to call the cops, but I'm just not going to wait here with your crazy ass. I'm going to call them, let them know about who you are and where you work. There was nothing but an argument going on, bro. An argument.
And
But you want to come make a bigger scene.
And they told you to leave, yeah?
Yeah, and I was going to leave.
No, you weren't, obviously.
I was very upset at them yelling at me, dude. They were yelling at me.
You get upset, you take off.
I was.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Otherwise, you would have been gone before
I don't like the way
walked
they
over
were
there.
talking to me, okay? Simple as that, dude.
I don't give a f- you like the way somebody's talking to you.
Yeah, whatever, man. God, dude. So pathetic.
Yes, you do have the right to respond if someone's an ass towards you. That is totally a fair thing to say, but here's another thing. The security don't care how one got to this situation here. Security's job is to end the current situation in the easiest way they possibly can, the most peaceful way possible that doesn't resolve in fights and other junk like that happening. And you know how that works? Oh yeah, by removing the customer from the premises if they're fighting an employee. Because you know, the employee has a right to be there, they're there for a job, whilst you're there as a customer who can be refused service at any time, and right now, that they want you to go. You would refuse service. They want you to go, and you're sitting there arguing with them. So, of course, another employee has gotten security involved to end the situation because clearly you weren't leaving peacefully. It's as simple as that goes. Yes, you have the right to do X, Y, and Z, but they also have the right to do X, Y, and Z. So what's your point here? I also love how he went from going to call the police to now he's going to write a bad review. And apparently he's still going to call the police, but he's going to leave the situation before doing so and then tell them to come here. I wonder if police actually showed up after the fact. This Karen was attempting to hold this car park for someone one way or another by standing in the car park, you know, the typical entitled Karen thing to do. Anyway, someone else comes in and takes the car park, and this is her reaction to that information.
Can you say that
you
again?
You want to record me?
Can you say that you're going to key the car?
Yeah, do you want to say that you just took a spot when someone was standing right there?
That you're not a car?
A human was standing right there. Would you like me to call the
sidewalk.
cops? Would you like me to call the
Yeah,
cops?
call the cops.
You have no dignity.
I'm wasting my time.
I'm wasting your time?
Yes.
I was standing right there.
You're on the sidewalk.
Are you kidding me? I was standing right in the spot.
No, you weren't.
What gives you guys an attitude to stand right here, to actually think that you have respect when some human was standing right here?
You weren't standing right here.
Okay, I'm going to key your car. Have a good day.
Whoa.
Oh, you're so cool. You're so cool.
Back up.
Oh, yeah, leave. I would love to see you leave.
I said back up. I didn't say leave.
In this millennial attitude where you think you own the world and you own everything, this instant gratification, get some civility back. I'm going to key your car.
Don't you love the audacity of some of these people saying that, oh, you're just being entitled because this is meant to be for someone else, this car park, that's why I was standing here. That's not how you save car parks, ma'am. That's just not how that works at all. It's literally the first car that gets there gets the car park. There is nothing else to it. You can't just stand in a car park and reserve it. And then it makes me question, where in the world is the person who you're saving the car park for? Surely they wouldn't be that far behind you if you're already there standing in the car park waiting for them to catch back up. It's just fascinating seeing these type of people out in the world. And then of course the idea of like, man, show some chivalry, I'm going to key your car in the same sentence is nuts. Here we have staff trying to control people at an airport.
Today, sir, is that you're not going to talk over me and you're not going to talk over me. I'm looking at this gentleman directly and I'm speaking to him. You don't overspeak me and you don't get an attitude with me. Because what we're going to do is call court police and have you removed. So do me a favor, step back.
Talk to the gentleman.
Step back.
I'm standing right here. Talk to the
Step back.
Talk to the gentleman.
Thank you. Like I said, it's a box the size of that.
This seems like a situation where someone's getting involved in a conversation they're not meant to be involved in. Here we have a Karen going on a tirade against a minimum wage worker all over fried chicken.
People like her make me want to reach back there and snatch her little ass and bring her over this desk. I don't give a I'm going to jail. I'll her little ass up. You see how she talking smart? She need not to say nothing. She needs not to say nothing. Because she needs to know how to be professional. Be professional. If she don't know how to be professional, she needs to be fired. And that's it, and period. I'm not about to deal with nobody's attitude like that. This is the second time, same female. I asked them, why is she over there? They said, oh, that's what she do. She keep going to the back right there. She don't want to come out and deal with the customers. So either her job is to work back there in the heat and don't come with the customers, and y'all got extra help, or she don't need to deal with no customers at all. Because I slap a bitch like her in the parking lot all day, every day. And I don't care. Everybody got problems. I'm going through my own shit. The last thing I feel like doing is dealing with her attitude. And all I want is some chicken. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm sorry, lady. It works in the rules of threes, not a rule of two. There's 3 strikes and then you're out, not 2 strikes. So you've had it twice now. Wait until the 3rd time. Then you can have the 3rd strike and get rid of her. Apparently, she went on this tirade for another 20 minutes before finally leaving the store, which is just kind of insane, to say the least. But hey, that is what it is. It's midnight at an airport and we have a grown man yelling.
Grown man! Talk to me the way you talk to them. Talk to me the way you talk to them. See what happens. I'm a man. Talk to me the way you talk to these little girls. I don't give a if you're tired. You're a grown man. Deal with it. They're tired. They're teenagers. Let them breathe. It's their first time traveling. You're giving them a hard time.
Not sure the context of this clip itself, but I'm assuming that the guy yelling is either a family member or father of those kids that this other guy was yelling at previously, at least prior to the clip, based upon the information we have here. And if so, good job, but maybe yelling at an airport in midnight, maybe not the greatest idea. Maybe tone down your volume a little bit. I don't know. This guy's walking down a sidewalk on a street, and a pair of dogs starts running up to him in the middle of the street. He then makes a casual threat to hurt a dog or something along those lines, and the owner is very mad. Here's the clip.
Your dogs came and almost bit me. It's illegal to have your dogs on leash. Yes, it is.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter.
Get the out of here.
No.
You don't belong here.
No, you don't belong here.
I live here, buddy.
Well, you don't belong here.
I do belong here.
How do you belong
now,
here?
You need to get the out of here.
I don't need
call
to
the
do
cops.
anything. On what? For
I
what?
will call the cops because you are threatening me now.
How did I threaten you?
You are threatening
You're
me.
on now. Oh, you just hit me. That's assault, ma'am. You just assaulted me.
Turn it off.
You just smacked me.
You're a asshole.
You just smacked me. You're going to call the cops on me?
Come here, Eli.
While your dogs are running loose, almost biting people? I just was assaulted. Call the cops, ma'am, please. You just assaulted me.
My daughter is a cop.
That's okay. Your daughters see this on camera that you just smacked me? They don't care.
Get out of here.
I don't need to get out of here. This is public property. This is public property. Your face is bothering me.
Really? Who are you?
Somebody who was...
You're going to say that my face is bothering you.
Somebody who was
What
casually
have I done
walking down the
to you to say my
sidewalk
face
and
is
your dogs
bothering you?
attacked me.
And, morons like you...
Moron, okay.
You are a moron who get their
cameras out.
Why? Because some lady like you said you'd call the cops on me because I threatened you when I never threatened you? Because you lied. Because you lied. Because you lied because your dogs were off without a leash.
What did I lie about?
You said I threatened you.
You did.
When?
You're saying you're going to my dog.
That's threatening you?
That's threatening me.
Well, your dogs were off the leash, came off your property. Your dogs were off the leash, came onto public property, and came to me like they were going to bite.
You get a gun out, you're going to threaten everybody around here because you don't know how to shoot a gun.
How do you know that? You know me?
Because I know who you are. You look like an idiot.
I look like an idiot.
You look like a moron and an idiot. Yes, you do.
You look like you need to be in a nursing home and get out of my face.
You need to get out of my face.
Or else
get out of the street.
I'm not in the street. I'm in the sidewalk, moron.
Like you take movies of everything.
Because you lie.
Is that because
you
are
lied?
So
because you said
you are?
No, because you lied and said I threatened you.
Get the out of here.
Make me. You don't own the world.
You want to threaten me again?
How did I threaten you?
What?
Threaten you again?
You want me to start something?
You said get out of here. I said
make
me. Yeah, make
what,
me.
You want to fight a woman?
No, I want to stand on a public sidewalk that's public. I'm not
You're looking for trouble. You're
looking for trouble. Actually, I was looking for a leisurely walk, and your dogs came off your property. Right, liberal Democrat. Okay, yeah. You're a woman who needs to keep her dogs under control, ma'am.
The response to this clip has been quite interesting. There are some people that think like, oh, they didn't actually bite you, so you're overreacting and things along those lines. But I just want to stop the entire conversation there. If you're out in an area like this, you should have your dog leash. Doesn't matter how well you believe you have them under your control. If at any moment they choose to run up to a random person walking up on a footpath, that is where things are going to go wrong. Yes, you might believe that your dog's never going to bite anyone, but how is the person walking down the street meant to know that? What's stopping them from having a rational reaction because a dog's sprinting up to them? A dog they do not know is sprinting up to them in a manner that does seem kind of aggressive. There's going to be a different reaction depending on the person, and there will probably be a case where someone just whips out a gun and shoots them point blank because, the dog's running up to them. You don't know if the dog's going to come and attempt to attack you and stuff like that. And yes, that is an overt reaction that you should not have either. But this is why you just keep your dog on leash when you're in an area where random people can just be walking by. Like, it's really that simple. That's all there really is to this clip. Everything else that happened afterwards is just a dog owner not willing to be responsible. Like, yep, they probably should have been on a leash, but in this area, because it's not fenced in, the dog can just randomly run away at any time, and I don't really have too much control over that, clearly. This group gets a meal from McDonald's, and it turns out they tried to serve them a raw burger, and here's what happens next.
Well, you guys are going to give me something because this is literal food poisoning. How's there a raw patty
3 patties
on top of my McDouble?
3 patties.
There's 3 patties. There's literally 1, 2 cooked, and then there's a raw one on top.
Well, I wasn't the one cooking, so I can't say anything.
Okay, but you were the one who handed me my phone, the food, so you need to give me something because I will literally call the cops. This is food poisoning.
There's nothing I can do about it.
Okay, where's the manager? I see a car here. Is the manager still here? She can go open it.
The cashier's closed. It's closed. It's 124. You
So what?
recording because you don't have my consent.
It's a public area.
And you guys just fed me food poisoning.
It's public. You're in a public area.
Yeah, because you guys gave me food poisoning. So we have every right to record.
We'll call the cops on you. Thank you.
I love that. I mean, I didn't cook it. It's not my problem. And then, of course, when she's getting recorded, and she goes with the old, you don't have my permission to be recorded. It's like you're out in a public place, unfortunately. So that doesn't quite work in the scenario. What happens when you get a Kevin/Karen that wants to complain about the most non-consequential junk that you can ever complain about, complaining against an employee who literally could not care less about the job they're currently at? I'm not 100% sure, but I have a feeling this clip is a very good example of that.
I don't care. Alright, they're already on the way, dumbass.
Sir, can you move?
Gonna knock that bucket out off your head. I'm doing it. What are you going to do?
What you can't say. What
That
you work for tells you that you called me a asshole. How do you think
Oh my god.
they'll probably feel that you're an asshole. God, get me fired. I live 45 minutes away from here. I'm looking for another job. Go ahead.
Sir. Other people behind you are hungry.
I know you couldn't care less.
My guy, I gotta go to work.
Hey, just to let you know, this guy, I'm not serving him. He says he doesn't give a shit about you guys. He specifically asshole.
Whoa, what happened to the swearing, buddy? I thought we were trying to have a friendly conversation. All of a sudden you're swearing at me? Oh, I am. You can hear him in the background. You can hearing aid turned up. Can you hear him?
Well, that's just, oh my
Yeah, you got limited use left on this earth. That's how you're going to waste them?
Wow. And additional things for Juicy, yeah, that cop that you could hear in the background, those sirens, yeah, it was for the guy holding up the line. He got arrested. Man, that's just embarrassing. Now I wonder if the employee was being purposeful not caring about their job, or did they all do this as a ploy because this is a guy who commonly comes and complains like this? It'd be funny if it was the latter, but probably not. Here we come across a random argument that's going on.
Come at me now. Don't put me on camera. You just I didn't give you permission. Come at me. I didn't give you permission. Out of here. Out of here. I didn't give you permission. Out of here. Out of here. Out of here. Out of here. I'm not shitting you. I'm not punching the shit out. Crack my phone. I don't give a why would you record? Out of here. Why would you record? Get out of here. I don't give a get out of here. I'm from New York. So am I. So am I. I'm bad. Out of here. I'm bad.
I mean, it's just another day in the city, really. Here we watch some wild antics.
You understand that he's a medical service dog, right?
That's not what you told us. That
Yes, we did. Yes, I did, and I gave her the video. Oh, assault! I saw that. Oh, you're going to jail, lady.
I got
You're
that.
going to jail. Yeah, we got it on camera. Assault.
There we go.
Assault.
Thank you.
Assault.
You were
Thank
in the
you
way.
did us a favor. No, that was assault. You're going to jail.
There we go. I got it on footage. Don't worry.
She definitely looked like she did that purposely. She just pulled the clipboard out of the way, jumped up, and tried to slam down that door quickly as she possibly can without giving them a warning to move. Wow. The person behind the camera used to live in this house here, but they left yesterday. They moved out, everything and all that, because they got given a 60-day notice because the owner of the house wanted to sell the house. Anyway, we have the retailers coming in to do some bits and pieces with the house, making all types of complaints, even had the audacity to complain about there's being no power in this building because the tenant did the normal thing of transferring the utilities out of this house into the house they've moved into.
No, 5 years ago. I've lived here for 5 years.
Okay.
Lived here for 5 years.
Can you tell us why there's soot all over the walls when
A what?
photographs obviously have no soot on the walls?
Of what?
There's soot on the wall by the fireplace.
No, ma'am. There has always been soot there, and
We have photographs and we have. Did you say anything to Ahmed about this?
yes, I did. Yes, I did. When COVID happened, there was no power, and I said, "Hey, what's going on with the fireplace?" And I had to find the key for the fireplace.
You know what? When I met you the first
You know what? I don't
time,
have to
you told me
justify.
It was like that since you moved in. So see, we caught you in
Yes.
another lie. You moved in 2019.
It had soot all over the ceilings, all over the wall.
There are photographs.
Flip your
There
hair,
are
Karen.
photographs.
Flip your Karen. What else do you have to say? Please, by all means. You're racist.
Why is she racist? Why am I a racist? What
You have come off lying to me from the very beginning.
Of social
Don't.
justice in a ridiculous way.
Wow, and you think that you can gaslight me?
How are you racist? I'm not sure. How am I gaslighting?
She has been nothing but sexist and gaslighting me
sexist.
and racist, and in front of my two young daughters, and in front of a prospective tenant.
Won't work
Don't.
here because of the
Don't.
way you screamed at your kids.
Really?
Yes.
My kids?
Yeah.
When was that? Again, gaslighting. Prove it. Prove it. And now you're putting poor guy under it.
Pardon me? Yeah. Richard, am I racist?
You know what? Let's just.
Here we go.
Hey. That's okay.
It is impossible to do a walkthrough with no electricity.
I transferred my utilities under my name out of this house. I'm completely entitled to do that.
Of course you are, but the city of Austin does not.
She was not accommodating, and I was allowed to be here till 6 p.m.
You're the one who changed this.
Yeah, you said the only time you had available was 3 to 3:30.
I'm not at your beck and call. What about you?
But yet I'm supposed to be at your beck and call.
No.
Right?
No.
Yes.
Why would you say that?
Definitely
Why
a
would you
lot of
say that?
string of messages from you.
So do we.
Good.
So do we.
Look, I'm going to be honest, a lot of the comments for these original clips for this one was very harsh towards her, especially for the use of the racism and sexist and stuff along those lines. And I'm going to be completely honest, based upon the context here, I don't think those keywords are warranted. I do think gaslighting can definitely be something warranted here, depending on what's actually going on here. Because, yeah, a good chunk of... If someone's been in a house for more than 5 years, at least in most places, most damage gets accounted for wear and tear because the tenant was in that house for an extraordinarily long time. The only time where that doesn't happen is when it's like egregious damage, like smashed hole in the walls, or kitchen top bench ripped off, or doors ripped off, and things on those lines. But general wear and tear marks, as marks in the paint, or let's say in cases of furniture leaving like a heavy computer chair leaving marks on the carpet, it's just all accounted for. Yep, that's just wear and tear. This is what happens when someone lives in a house for half a decade. These things happen. So soot being on the walls near the fireplace, I don't think is something that would be warrantable to complain about, because that could be considered under just general wear and tear. And complaining about the lack of utility, saying, oh, we can't show off the house like this. Well, that's not her problem. That's your problem. If you haven't got utilities in and you expected the tenant to leave their name on this house for the utilities and continue to pay for it, then that's a you problem. You need to fix that now. There's nothing much more to it. Here we watch a casual argument with the neighbors.
He likes to threaten my son.
Nobody threatened your son. I told him he needed to, because Grace come right down from the church and said that they were threatening to beat up Junior and Joseph, which they weren't even here. So I walked up and I said, you guys need to stop threatening everything.
So who's the men? Who are the men? Who are the men that walked up there and decided they're threatening my son over this? Because I want to know.
The one with the 15-year-old, but he's not here.
There's four
Where,
kids.
where is he?
There's 4 kids up there saying that.
What's his name?
There's 4 kids up there saying that.
There's 4 kids.
Three
and this
adults,
is the 3rd time I've been on this street.
3 adults cornered them, and they
Okay,
caught
well, I'm
them
tired of
scared.
them threatening my nephews, and the other man threatened to have my nephews jumped. I said, go ahead, have my nephews jumped. That's not how this works around here. It's ridiculous. My boys have already had to fight with these boys enough, and that is
My
why
son's
they are
in
no
here
longer-
every other fucking week.
That is
And
why
it ain't my
nephew's
son,
church.
and I'll tell you that
Okay,
right
I
now.
don't live here, I'm done.
Good, bitch. Well, I'm a so if you want some, come the out.
Don't you love how the guy next door is just hanging around his front door, and then after things start getting intense, he just opens up the door so he can hear what's happening? Here we are in an extended stay hotel / motel. I've never known the difference between the two. Someone can inform me in the comments. And this guy here is complaining about how everyone keeps talking mad crap about him. But apparently, he's the source of his own problems, as he's the one who's been continuously attempting to pit everyone else at this extended stay place against each other, and here it is, backfiring.
I don't talk about none of y'all. Texting my phone. People texting my phone saying this, that. I don't even know, mother. Man, you keep talking about how tough they is. Call them. And keep my. Y'all, I got kids older than all y'all. I don't them. You shouldn't have said it.
It's true.
It's not true.
You want me to call him right now?
You can call him and ask him what he told me.
You lie about everything.
Man, I don't have to lie about nothing. I don't have to lie about nothing. I don't know you. I'm not trying to none of y'all and none of that.
And he can take that advice somewhere else. Yeah, nobody can have a job like that. Don't do that in front of my son. Don't do that in front of my daughter. Because shit can go left real quick. This should be surrounded by women, so like they're that serious. He need to go. They need to come out. He's the problem.
Apparently someone went to the lengths of ripping their mirrors off their car, which is kind of wild to say the least, but I suppose it's really just simple. You reap what you sow. He's been busy sowing all this chaos, and now here he is coming to reap all that chaos, except it's now going after him. Whoopsies. The story we have with this clip is that this area here is the public kitchen lounge area for use for people in the apartment complex. Basically, it's this massive kitchen lounge. It's just a nice entertainment area for the people who live in the apartment complex when they need something along these lines. And well, this person here, they've had some family come down and visit them, and they don't get to do this that often, so she's hosting them here at her apartment where she lives. Unfortunately, her apartment itself isn't that big and wouldn't be big enough for hosting something on these lines, which I'm willing to believe considering this space exists in this apartment complex in the first place. Anyway, they're out here enjoying their food, having a good time, and one person decides to be a part of the public lounge area and does not like the noise that these other people are making. So then this happens.
That's it right there. That's it right there. You heard what she said, boy. She said boy. She wanted to get that up. It don't matter. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. 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 We already. And the cops are coming to take you in cops. Okay. 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 I don't care how I am. I've been a Christian since 50 years before you were born. You're a reptilian. It doesn't matter. Take your ass out here. You don't own this place. She's prejudiced. She's prejudiced. She's a reptilian. 911. Go ahead and attack me in my own building. Ain't nobody attack you, ma'am. Ain't nobody attack you. Ain't nobody attack you, ma'am. You started it. You started it. You started it. You started it. Why you gotta ask him what he doing? If he was white, would you have asked him what? This is my clubhouse too. Control your rats. Don't say nothing. Lord, Lord, Lord.
You should go. You should go now.
Jabari.
You should go now.
Jabari. I'm recording it. I'm recording it. Jabari.
Ain't you living here, man.
I've been attacked.
Yeah, you doing too much.
Yeah, you doing too much. You doing too much. You doing too much.
You doing too much. That's like the teeth messed up.
You doing too much. Go, Quita. Quita. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
We're doing this in front of children. There's children in here. There's children in here.
Jabari.
These are children. These are children.
My first experience with a camera.
It's a camera right there. It's a camera right there. It's not your home by yourself. You don't live there by yourself. Colgate, great too. All right, so we're gonna bring some Colgate.
Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Stay away from me.
Respect is right. Respect is right.
No, respect is yes.
No, it's not.
I respect other people.
You did. You said you were going to call the police when I came here. You said that.
I did not.
Yes, you did. I heard you talking to your friend. I heard you, man.
I said I was going to call the police.
No, you said
What brat?
You said it before that. Yes, you did.
You're racist.
You said that.
You're
I
racist.
can't be racist,
You
man.
think because I'm white you can attack me?
I didn't attack you.
You're doing it right now.
Nobody's attacking
Yes, you
you.
are. You're doing it right
I'm
now.
speaking civilized.
My blood pressure is like ready. Stroke or heart attack. Because you're all your pressure. My blood pressure high too. Everybody's got a These my brats and I love them. That's why they here with me and you by yourself. And your own friend walked down and said you always start in trouble. She did? That lady girl. She did. When we was in the hallway, we was I don't even know who. I know the other lady. I don't even know who she is. I've been here since they built this building. I don't even know her. You don't even know anybody. I don't even know her. I sure don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. You don't belong here. I don't. Oh, yes, I do. No, you don't. I paid and paid and paid. She pay hers too.
I own this place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, can you remove her, please?
No, she a tenant too. Don't involve her. She don't want to be involved.
That's what racism is. Their families and their
Listen,
children.
you know me. You see me all the time. My daughter come here from St. Louis, Missouri. I cook for my kids. Our apartment's not that big. You never see me down here. I'm either working in my place. I don't bother nobody. It's for everybody. So I don't know what the big deal is about it. But if she want to call the police, my address is on my license. So be it. I live here and pay rent.
Everything is okay. Everything is okay.
Yes, it's okay.
Enjoy your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mel.
I really feel sorry for the children.
I love my brat.
Oh, you sure do.
I do. I fall on. Have a nice day, Karen. I'm listening. Sorry, it don't matter. Words ain't never killed nobody.
It's somebody mama.
I swear to God.
Sorry.
2 squad cars.
I have a whole family full of law enforcement. Call them. Call them. Call them, Karen. We still here. I know what my driver's license say. What yours say? Have a nice day.
That's just an insane blowout that is absolutely unnecessary, yet here we are. Like, it just feels unnecessarily petty from that person there, from the Karen of the video, to just be so upset about this type of thing. It's like one of those things where, yes, this is for use for the apartment people only, but I'm sure that there are also guidelines that, yeah, they can invite family over and have a good time, and all have as mini party, as long as it's not trashing the place or being excessively loud with loud banging music and crap like that. This just seems like they're having a good dinner, and that's about all that's happening here, and she's upset that they're doing that, which can lead to very many questions. I just can't get over how much of a blowout this entire argument became. Here we get to witness the neighbors who are the life of the party in this neighborhood. When I mean life of the party, I mean the most annoying people in the neighborhood that nobody likes and gets in continuous arguments with all the time. For a good example here, this massive blowout that we watched on camera.
I'm not going to listen to threats in my yard.
I don't give a You heard
We're in my yard.
You heard what I said. You heard what I said.
Okay, you recording. I'm recording too. What the that? What? So what?
I don't know what he thought that phone for to do.
Exactly. Exactly. Y'all the f***ing problem.
There's so many neighbors that move because of their asses.
Everyone in this neighborhood is getting tired of y'all crap.
Y'all are so full of shit, bullying everyone. Letting your dog be violent towards. Exactly. The dog barking at the kids all the f***ing time. For what?
Call the police.
Call them.
And you're
Call
a
him.
school teacher.
Exactly.
We ain't going nowhere. Call him. Shit, we'll sit here and wait. And you gonna show them what the hell that dog be doing when they get here too. I know, okay.
Y'all, my kids, I'm having a birthday party for my son Tuesday night. 8:45, this bitch or that bitch, whichever one, they come out, they turn on classical music. The music that I was playing didn't have no cussing in it or nothing. It was slow music. And then y'all turn on some classical music trying to ruin the goddamn birthday party for what? What we do to y'all?
Y'all better not have nothing back here.
What the did we do to y'all?
Calling the cops on somebody else across the street for having a birthday party. Saying they're smoking weed.
That's all. So many neighbors that move because of their ass.
Them people over there, they couldn't even come outside to play basketball because the goddamn dog will be barking up and down the damn fence. Who the want to come out here and deal with this shit all summer?
Get them on over here.
Yeah, you're right.
Who want to deal with this shit all summer? Every time the goddamn ball roll down to the fence, the dog just having a fit. The kid
Gotta be honest, I completely lost track on what's exactly is going on anymore. It just is a continuous mess. Someone complaining about classical music, or then they play other music very loud like the other person's doing classical music, but this time it's more swear heavy and stuff on those lines. I don't know, it's wild. Here you go, someone who wants to get some food from their local McDonald's, I'm assuming, and they can't because, the lobby's closed. So they go through the drive-thru without a vehicle.
Food that I just paid for.
Yeah, because you're not in a vehicle. It's a drive-through specifically for cars. It's for the...
Oh, so it's just a car that can come here and get food?
Yeah, for
like, I didn't
drive-thru.
just come here like 3 days ago and ordered my food.
I wasn't here 3 days ago.
Okay,
This
well,
is
can
what
I
they
get
told
my
me for
food? I already
policy.
ordered my food.
It's a security policy.
I just paid, right?
You just paid.
Okay.
That's correct. Through the mobile app.
Exactly.
It will get refunded because we're
For
not...
what? I just bought food and you're trying to like not get my food because I'm not in the car. Make that make sense.
You're in a
You sound
drive-thru.
dumb right now. I already
Because
paid
our
for my
lobby
food.
is closed, so we can't do in person.
I'm not in the lobby.
Exactly. It's closed. We can't accept in-person orders.
Bro, you're slow or something, bro. Look, even he's on his phone because he knows how slow you are right now, bro. I just
He's
want my
busy
food.
doing other shit.
Okay, because he's on his phone, right?
If you
I just want my food.
If you want, I can get the manager to talk to you.
Totally. Please.
And they can decide whatever.
Totally,
But
for sure.
I was just telling you, our
Well, it's all on video how you told me
Our
so.
security policy just states
I just wanted my munchie. I honestly get both sides of this confrontation here about the whole, the security thing, we can't do it with unless you're in a vehicle, yada yada yada. But I also get the frustration behind the customer. It's like, I just want food. I don't have a car. Can I just get food, please? Like, from what I've witnessed, most drive-thrus don't care if you roll through on a bike or even an electric scooter. It just doesn't matter at the end of the day. And it's one of those things where, yes, your lobby's closed. Most of the people who are currently there expect that, okay, on that note, we might have some weird oddities come through the drive-thru because, our lobby is closed for people to walk in and order food that way, so they have to go through the drive-thru one way or another. It looks like he got his food in the end, so good on him, but wild. Here we have an interesting situation where this lady has managed to sideswipe a parked car, and when gets confronted by the person whose car that she hit, rather than doing the usual of exchanging insurance information, she decides to call this person and do all these weird and wacky things.
Doesn't want to use insurance. Just hit my car. License plate.
That shit, your car was sticking out.
Doesn't matter. You hit it.
It doesn't matter.
How you gonna hit the car and
Are
say
you
it was
recording?
sticking out? Yeah, yeah. Now you even more.
You're a grown ass man over here recording a young woman. Grow up.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so some guy's car was sticking out. I was driving and I hit his mirror. He's over here recording me, telling me that I'm gonna pay for his mirror. I'm on Myrtle. By Pan's Pantry. It's a Chevrolet Tahoe. His mirror, like I was driving down the street and his car was sticking out. So our mirror's hit and his glass is like out. I just didn't like the mirror is not broken, it's still there. It just popped out. He said he wants to go through insurance. So he wants money. I don't know what he wants to do. He's over here not letting me go because I'm parked. I pulled over to put out my mirror out so I could drive, and then he pulled over and he's blocking me right now. No. 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 How much you want?
I don't even know. Like, you just start going crazy for
I
nothing.
started going crazy. You came at my face with a camera. I have
No,
two
I
cameras
didn't.
to my face. You
I
have a camera to
didn't.
my face?
Yeah.
At my face. For
Yeah.
what? For a mirror?
We didn't
Shut
know
the
what
camera
you
off and talk to me like a grown man.
I don't know why you talking like that, bro.
Oh,
Like,
he's saying I don't know why I'm talking like that with the camera to my face though.
yeah, that's for both.
How much you want? How
protection.
much you want? I'm trying to go. I have things to do, so.
She just doesn't want to go through insurance. She doesn't want her prices to go up because, everyone acknowledges the fact if you hit a parked car, 99.999% of the time, it's your immediately at fault because you hit a parked car. You hit a car that wasn't moving, wasn't going anywhere, sometimes doesn't even have a person in there. It's not that hard to, I don't know, see the parked car and not hit the damn thing. Or it was sticking out, you still hit the parked car. Yeah, okay, it's sticking out and parked a little whack, but not everyone's perfect. And yes, that can cause issues, but you know, it's a parked car. If you're paying enough attention to the road, you should be able to see that that issue's coming up in front of you and, you know, avoid it, unless you're too impatient to do that or you're not actually paying attention to how you're driving. I don't know. Here you have a Karen going off at a bunch of KFC workers because the items that she got, I'm assuming this is what the case is, wasn't up to the quality and stand that she would expect for the price that she had to pay for them. So this happened.
And our gravy costs $7.99. That's almost $20.
This is a true Karen.
Your fries are not worth $8.99, and neither is your gravy. You gotta offer me something more than that to appease me for not having this rate.
Okay, I'm giving you another 2-liter Pepsi for the meal. No. That's the only that I can give you, ma'am. I'm so sorry about that. It's your choice if you want to take it or not. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not, because you're not satisfying me. Just because you got somebody else's order, you didn't bother to tell me that.
It's not just only you, actually, that is waiting, ma'am. And I have to apologize. And
I will do everything that I can to make sure that nobody ever orders from this store ever again, because you don't appease your customers when you screw up.
That's why I'm offering you.
Just so you guys all know, you guys are all doing a wonderful job.
Mind your own business.
I'm just telling them because you're making them feel like crap, and I want to build them up.
Thank you.
They don't
we
need
appreciate
to be
that.
built up.
We've been living since, we've been working since this morning. It's been a long day for us, and it's
And you're
very
doing a
busy.
wonderful
We
job,
are trying
so
our
thank you.
best to cater our customers.
You should have told me.
Yes,
You should have told me.
take the order.
On
That's why
the
I'm
phone.
explaining it to you, ma'am.
You should have told me on the phone.
That's why I'm explaining it to you. I'm asking forgiveness, and I apologize for you for what happened.
Man, that must have been so infuriating. Moments after you say, I will do everything that I can to stop anyone from coming to the store ever again, and then a customer behind you gives praise to the staff members you're currently going off at. I genuinely want to know how frustrating that would have been for that Karen there, hearing praise to the workers after you've just dragged them through the shitter. It's just like one of those things where Karens have such giant ass egos, and then when someone else around them tells them actually no, puts a pin in their ego, suddenly it's not as good for them anymore. Man's catching a big fish.
Hey, you got a fucking massive one, dude.
Move off the rail! God damn, people understand fucking English? Oh my God. Say it again! People, dude.
Hey, you need to calm your nerves. You got the fish, so
Yeah, people need to get off the rails. They're not fishing.
you need to.
I totally get the rage here, but at the same time, cool it, you know? If you're raging whilst trying to catch this fish, you're probably not going to catch it. Here we're at the cinemas, and this person who's recording is sitting down in a seat at the cinemas, and someone else comes up and says that they're sitting in their seat. And, well, things kind of escalate from there. Now, one thing to note, we're at a certain cinemas, and then the person who's also in here is wearing a shirt of the same cinemas, so they might work here or be an associate. Who knows? Here's the clip. The lady behind the camera gets in trouble from the airport staff for a reason that you wouldn't have expected. Here's the clip.
Miss, can you back up off of me?
I need the chair. I need pick up the passenger
It's
outside.
two
I
other
need
chairs right here.
This is my chair.
Okay, that's understandable, but back up.
That way.
Okay, back up. First of all, you already approached me, miss. Back up.
Okay,
Get out my face.
Please, miss.
Get out of my
Sit that
face.
way.
Okay, move. Move so I can get up. Move.
I don't move.
Okay, well, I don't move
I
either.
need call the police.
Call them. I don't give a
It's okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. I call the police.
Call them. They right there. Go get them.
You have to sit that way.
First of all, you need to learn how to talk to people. Learn how to talk to me.
Okay.
Don't just come up here talking about, miss, get up. I never had a problem. You don't understand me. Come in my face screaming. I never had a problem getting up. Don't come up in my damn face. What's wrong with you?
Nah, y'all seen the video when the lady knocked the man out?
Alina, and learn how to speak English, bitch.
Yes, she got in trouble because she chose to sit down in a wheelchair seat, which is definitely an interesting choice to do in the first place. Now, granted, the lady is upset about how she was treated by the employee and not the fact that she was doing something wrong in the first place, and she felt like the worker should have been a bit more respectful to her, which you can have your own opinion on. An additional thing that was added after the fact, apparently she says that she has a disabled placard under her name, so she technically is allowed to use wheelchairs, I suppose. I don't know. I will just leave this up to you guys. What are your guys' thoughts on the choices made here today? In this clip, an airport worker has to break some pretty bad news.
The flight has canceled. Unfortunately, we can't rebook or refund anything.
What you mean you can't?
At this time. We can't rebook or refund anything at this time because the systems are still down.
Okay. Now that's all cool and all. That's all cool and all, but couldn't y'all have told me this shit like maybe 3 hours ago when we was asking the question? I wish you could have. But let me explain. Now, we're done. Okay.
Legitimately would hate to be in that situation where you get told, okay, so you know that flight that's been delayed for the past 4 hours? Unfortunately, it's been cancelled and we can't do any rebooking or refunds at this point in time for this issue. It's just like, as the worker, how in the world do you even deal with breaking that news to a bunch of people that are probably going to be extremely mad at you because of this issue, even though there's literally nothing you can do about it? It's just one of those situations that's just terrible to deal with. And like, they can be rightfully frustrated because, you know, the flight they were meant to take 4 hours ago was delayed, and at 1:30 in the morning they got told that actually the flight's been cancelled. Good luck, you're on your own. Here we are at a massive firework event, and these guys in the camera decided that they would leave a little earlier than everyone else to attempt to beat the traffic. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Traffic's kind of rough. It's just a massive line to leave the car park, and eventually the fireworks event ends and other people start to join the line. And we have this group here who decide to attempt to force themselves in front of the person behind the camera, and when the person behind the camera refuses to let them in, this is their reaction to it.
I told you.
The sheer crazy level of entitlement here is absolutely insane. Like, legitimately, I think she should be in a psych ward if this is how she reacts when someone doesn't willingly let her in. Here we have someone showing the appropriate response to when someone calls you out for littering.
Bitch, you're coming. I don't give a You the police? I'll throw the shit out again. Now pick it up. Now pick it up. Your ass will come up missing, bitch. I take your mother phone. You ain't white, you black.
I would never understand this type of person. It's just some form of heavy denial when someone calls you out for something you did wrong, rather than either accepting what you did wrong or just flat out ignoring the fact that you did something wrong. No, instead, you lash out at the person who just called you out for doing something wrong and do very stupid crap because you don't want to accept responsibility for your own actions. Here we are on the sleeping quarters side of a cruise ship, and where we have someone who's extremely unhappy with the people behind the camera because apparently they're being too noisy at 11 p.m. Here's the clip.
It's a one room and so many people, 11 o'clock. Everybody paid money to have a night, quiet night, okay? If it's not going to be quiet right away, I'm calling to security. That's it.
You can call security.
No, okay, so I'm going to call
security, okay.
What do you think? You're the one here?
Ma'am, go do what you say you're gonna do.
You're the one here?
I don't give a damn what you say.
I paid the same money like you.
And that's fine. Do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
The hell wrong with you?
Why she coming yelling at us like that?
I don't give a damn. I guess I don't know what you think. What you think?
It's a party.
I don't give a damn. I can party all I want.
No party.
No. I can do whatever I want. I pay the same money you did.
You're doing what you want.
I do what I want.
Let's see.
Let's see. Piece of business. What you talking about?
I think the simple thing to just acknowledge here is that when you're on a cruise ship like this, there are usually multiple different places that you can go and hang out and just be loud and noisy and stupid. Especially like at 11 p.m. Yeah, it's a Wednesday, but it's until 11 p.m. Usually things are, I would assume things are still open on a cruise ship. I don't know. I've never gone on a cruise ship. Can't afford to do that. It's not within the thing that I can do. It's just one of those things where if you're in the sleeping quarters area where everyone goes to sleep, it's like a hotel. Be courteous of other people there. Like, they're already going to have to suffer through the people who snore very loudly and other things on those lines. So don't be loud and obnoxious for no real reason. If you're going to be like that, go elsewhere in the cruise ship. There'd be other places, surely, to not do it where people sleep, especially this late at night. Like, come on. Here we have a perfect example of someone who got caught doing something they know is wrong.
You pushed in front of me. Can I ask why you went in front of me when I was waiting in line?
Here?
Yeah.
No, we are waiting for...
You're waiting in that one?
We are waiting here, but they asked that we have to take a plane, and they...
I have to take a plane as well. We're all at the airport, so... Okay.
I just love the casual attempt to justify it at an airport, saying, "Oh, I've got a flight to go." It's like, yeah, so does the person behind you, and probably every other person who you cut in front of because you're impatient. You know you're in the wrong here. Just accept it and move on with your life, and you'll probably be a much better person. There are two lanes going into a single drive-through at Starbucks. There's zipper merging, where one car goes ahead of another car and it keeps going one by one. This person here, this Karen, decides that she doesn't want to obey what literally everyone else is doing in that moment, and when she tries to be entitled to cut everyone off, she doesn't get let in, and she decides to get out and start screaming and shouting at other people. Here's the clip.
It was 15 minutes ago. Okay, get in front. Just keep going now.
That's inaccurate. That's inaccurate.
Oh, is it inaccurate? How would you know since you just pulled up?
We did not just pull up.
Since you just pulled up? Go ahead and film me. Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Are you okay?
She's having a bad
Are you
day.
okay? No, you're an entitled bitch. Both you guys.
Thank you.
Apparently after this clip, multiple other drivers hopped out of their car to go off at her for being involved in this stupid shenanigans and told her to leave until she decided to finally leave, not getting her morning coffee. This guy has an interesting way of letting know that their fellow employee has snuffed up.
I told you that. Well, I don't like how you're messing up. If she gave you a 10, then you don't put in 5. That's what you did, right? So
who talk to me, I'm understand you.
Well,
I'm here, I'm understand you. Don't show any time.
Yeah, well,
I don't like that.
You know, the thing is, we tell you things, it goes in here and it goes out the other ear.
That's why you I don't like that.
Well, I don't. Okay.
I'm telling you that.
Yeah. Well, we don't like what you're doing either. So
Thank
it's
you.
even. Thank you. I'm going to. Thank you.
Look, I get it, they made a mistake, but I feel like there's this one very important rule when it comes to retail work. You should never go off at your employees when you're surrounded by other customers. That should be something you save to behind the doors so other customers don't have to deal with it, because A, it makes you look bad as a manager if this is your way of treating your employees, as well as it's basically very embarrassing to the employee themselves. You just don't do this type of thing. Deal with the thing very calmly, and then if you need to discipline them, don't do it when there's a customer around. Jeez. Here we have a Karen extremely upset because someone's out on the beach behind their house.
There goes the fence. Just because of people like the property, I get to do whatever I want to. So get moving. I'm not joking around.
That's not a thing.
It's not harassment on the beach. It's harassment in my home property. Whoa! Get out of here now.
Ezra, come on. Will you? Yeah, that's what happens when you're angry for no reason.
Bet I'm angry. This is not an Instagram moment place. You're in my property. Get moving now. Now you're in my property line. Move it.
Ma'am, we're walking.
Pretty slow.
Jesus Christ.
Don't use the word human being.
Shut the up. Come on, Ethan. Yeah, because you're not any better. Come on, Ethan.
Because yes, grabbing the line and extending it past where it usually is how you claim more property in this world. Good on you. Great job. What a crazy person. Here we watch the aftermath of seemingly a board meeting that just occurred inside of the courthouse here between the person in the green dress and everyone else, quite literally. Here's the clip.
What'd you say? Burn them down first?
Yeah, I did.
Burn them down.
You're gonna die, and I'm gonna buy your house too.
Really?
Absolutely. We're gonna outlive you. No problem. Me and my kids. I'll buy your house, your house, your house, and every other house down there. And I'll rename the street. You can video me, you old hag. What do you want? What are you staring at?
Not much.
Go back to your measly life. Go on. Go put your hat on and your black suit and get the out of my face.
Because why?
You want to eat the camera? You hide behind your husband?
No.
Put your camera right in my face.
Go ahead.
Anything else?
No.
I thought you were leaving.
So are you.
If you
By the way, the courthouse is right over there. Next time you want to not
Right.
show up.
Right. Right. I'll be there. I'll be there. You don't intimidate me.
You don't intimidate me.
They needed to be walked out because of you f***ing jokers.
They didn't have to be walked
Oh,
out.
absolutely they did. I'm not intimidated by any one of you. You're all drop dead before I
Katie,
will.
this is not about you.
You're a loser, lady.
Really?
It's never been about
I'm
you.
the loser?
Yes.
I own 4 houses. I
Yeah,
own
great
several
deal.
businesses.
4 houses.
Your mommy gave
What's
you.
that
4.
make you, huh?
It
Slumlord.
makes
Does that
me
make you-
a lot better than you, old man.
You're a loser, lady.
Yeah, I'm
You're
a loser?
Yes, you lost tonight.
That doesn't make me a loser.
You're
I'm
a
a
loser.
winner in life.
You're a
we'll
loser.
See.
Lady, I can buy and sell you.
I doubt
I know.
it. Oh, really?
I know, yes.
Really?
Look me up, lady.
Really?
Yes.
I don't need
Get
to
out of
look you
here.
up. You
I
get
can
outta
look
here.
you up
You get
because
outta
you know
here.
what this is your name?
You get
L.
outta here.
Loser.
Grow up,
Loser.
Loser! Grow up, old man. Go get your AARP card.
Oh, you have one too,
You
don't
have
you?
one too.
Really?
Yeah, I could tell by the face work.
You want to insult my appearance with your f***ing fake teeth?
Yeah?
Yeah. Busted up grill?
Rotten teeth.
Are you kidding? Are we
sick?
back in
Yeah,
high
look at
school?
you. You're like,
What?
I'm not intimidated by you. I'm a what? I'm a loser? What are you, a winner?
Yes, I am.
You're a winner
I'm a
in
winner.
life?
Yeah, I believe in God. You
Yeah,
don't?
me too.
Yeah, that means nothing.
Please.
Go
You
to
have
hell,
no
lady.
idea. I didn't walk into it.
There
What,
you
do
go.
you want a
Not
belly
touching.
bump?
Not touching. I don't need
You
your
think
belly
I'm
bump.
intimidated by you?
Nope.
Not at all. Mike.
I know you're not.
You guys, we're not solving a
Back
back
up.
up.
Let's do it.
We're not.
Back up.
Let's just.
No, I'm not backing up anywhere.
Back up.
I'm not backing up anywhere.
Back up.
No.
Back the f- up.
No, and we don't need to get profane.
Yeah, we do, because
Why?
you got your
Why?
face in mine. And
Oh,
I'm
no,
not
no, no.
intimidated by any of you.
I'm not leaning forward. I'm not doing anything.
You came over here and your arm in my face. Knock it off.
Because you got in my
Grow up.
wife's face.
Grow up.
And I'm not going to
Grow
let
up.
you do it. Okay?
Grow up.
I'm not
Grow
going
up.
to let you. Okay.
Grow up. Grow up, old man.
Okay. There you go.
Be
No,
the grandpa that you are.
You
Back
intimidating.
Up. Back up.
That's
You-
an honor.
He's
honey.
talking
Back
about
up.
your facial features, and you talk about me being old.
Yeah, back up.
So what-
Back up, grandpa.
It's okay for
Be a
you
good
to
man.
intimidate.
Be a man. Back up.
Be a man.
I'm Lee. Back up. Be a man.
You're a lady.
Be a man.
Oh, she's a lady.
Be a man.
Dictionary.
Be a man. You don't know how.
No, I don't.
You guys, this isn't productive. It went your way
Once you
tonight.
get
and
over
that's all
it,
it was.
once you get over
I
it,
could tell you
not into me a woman.
Oh, you know how to
Mike, come on.
Come on.
I'm backing up.
Okay, we're done.
We're done. Don't give her the
You're like a grown ass man.
Your daughter?
Okay, keep going. Keep going. Come on.
Come on.
Stir it up.
Good.
You can tell by her vehicle that she's clearly compensating for something over here. Jokes aside, there's a lot of a story to this one. Effectively speaking, the person in the green dress, she owns 4 rental properties in a local homeowners association, a HOA of sorts. And the rest of this group are people who are part of that HOA of sorts. And none of them are happy with her conduct and how she is, what's happened with her rental properties in the area. So it's gone to this level here. There's a very, very long backstory to it. She's lost in this case here, and now she's just venting out her frustrations to everyone else who just won against her. And ultimately, if you own 4 beachfront properties that you have as rentals, I feel absolutely no sympathy towards you whatsoever. It's just one of those things. You're clearly richer than rich, considering you have 4 houses that you don't live in outside of whatever else house you have, and also you've clearly gotten a lot of plastic surgery. It's not good, we could say that, but that's not my thing to say here. And going after everyone else who, from the story tells, actually live in the houses they own in this neighborhood. Yeah, screw yourself, lady. Especially if you're going to go on the route. It's like, when you die and I'll burn your house down, I will take your house. It's like, what in type? It's just wild. You lose. You can't accept the fact that you've lost, and now you're having this wild outburst that no one's going to want to work with you again, or, well, people who see this anyway. Who knows if everyone will. Here we are at a theater where there are like 2 people watching The Lion King again, and we're seemingly in the ads preview section of it, the pre-show of the movie, and this guy is extremely upset that the guy behind the camera is on his phone.
Bro, just relax, bro. Just relax. Relax. It's a children's movie.
At AMC
Baldy?
You're in a movie.
Bro, you're f***ing bald.
Don't text, don't post.
You're bald.
Talk.
So stop talking.
Because when phones are turned off and the lights are turned down.
All right, I'll take you outside, and my bald head will beat your mother
just
ass.
Oh, what are you doing?
I mean, the lights are still on in the theater, so clearly we're not at the point where we're actually watching the movie, so I don't know why you've gotten so angry over this type of thing, but I find it quite funny that in the background we can hear the ad playing telling you to turn off your phone as the lights go down, which is just funny. Bro got mad enough that you can see the veins popping out of his neck over this, which is something else. Here we have a guy who's extremely upset that an Amazon worker is on the phone talking to someone whilst they are loading packages into an Amazon locker. So he decides to whip out his phone, start recording it, and this is what happens next.
No, she is doing something. She's talking on her phone. Instead of doing her work, she's talking on her phone. So I'm taking a video of this. Absolutely. Because that's what she said to do.
Right, but if you can do...
Ma'am, I am doing it quietly. You're the one who's interfering. Then kick me out of the store so I can't pick up my package while she's the one that's doing it.
Are you almost finished? Right.
The point is that she's multitasking while talking on the phone while she should be finishing the task. Instead, she's wasting her time talking on the phone.
Well, now she's talking to me.
So you can hear the phone talking.
No, she's going to practice. He's assaulting her pretty much verbally.
I'm the customer here.
I understand that, but you're acting like someone who's very upset and angry and yelling.
Why am I doing that?
See how you're talking to me?
Why am I doing that?
How you're speaking to me?
Why am I doing that?
What an oppressive ass. Like, seriously? Okay, I should make it clear. I get it if they were serving someone at the registers and they decide to be on the phone when at the registers. I can completely understand that type of thing, but that's not what's happening here. She is unloading packages into a locker. Yes, someone might need her help to understand how to use the locker system, but that's about it. She is mostly doing her own thing, stacking things into a locker, and if she's doing her job fine, who the hell cares if she's talking to someone on the phone at the same time. She's still doing her job. I don't think it matters that much. It seems unnecessary to care this much about something so minuscule. I don't know. This guy hears a commotion in the car park and decides to check it out and see what's happening. Also records at the same time because of course they do.
You just insert yourself into shit. Yeah, you insert yourself into shit that has nothing to do with you.
What's your name?
My name's Billy Jack. Go the f*** off.
Nicholas Newman?
Yeah, that's me, Nicholas Newman. You want my phone number too? F*** off.
What is your phone number?
F*** off.
Does it start
You
with-
had nothing to do with this. You were just in the parking lot, and we're like, "Hey, let me get involved."
No, I heard you yelling at someone, and I just want to make sure everything's okay.
Everything's fine till you got here, asshole. Off. Off. What kind of man has a phone like that? Like a little charm on the edge of it?
No, it's to like pull it out of my pocket so that I don't drop it.
Really smart. Off. Off already.
Does he always yell at people like that?
You're all right.
Huh?
You're all right.
Okay.
Everything's
Okay. Okay. Because he shouldn't yell at people like that.
There was nothing wrong until you got here, asshole. Okay, look, it's one of those things where, for the most part, I much prefer these type of people that are just like, hey, I hear a commotion. I don't get the whole whipping your phone out to record the commotion shenanigans. It's very silly, but whatever. Because you're at least showing, you were at least concerned that, hey, something's happening here. I'm going to make sure everyone's okay. And then, of course, someone else's response to act like a complete and utter dick about it and go off because apparently it's wrong to make sure people are okay when they're screaming and yelling in public. And you can tell the other guy's like, you're good, man. You're cool, man. What a wild character. The lady behind the camera here likes to just drive around, park in random spots, and just do things on TikTok for apparently several hours. And we have this guy who has, quote, been watching her for a few days now, coming up to question her about what she's doing in the area. Here's the clip.
Yeah, what's the problem? Okay, but you're being very hostile, and I don't know why.
I'm really not, though.
You really are. You just rolled up on me for no reason and asking me why I'm
asking you
here.
a simple question, what you're doing out here.
I'm sitting in my car.
Right, but this is the second day, same spot. For over 4 hours, you're sitting in the same spot.
Okay.
I'm asking you just a simple question. I live in the area, and I want to know what's going on.
Okay, I'm sitting in my car.
Doing what?
Making TikToks, watching TikTok.
Okay. Where do you live?
Why are you asking me that?
Do you live in the area?
Yeah, I do live in the area, so what's the problem?
And what's your name?
Why are you asking me
I introduced myself. I want to know who you are.
You said what's your name?
I introduced myself.
I forgot your name.
Detective Keller.
Detective Keller. What's
Elizabeth
your
Police
first name?
Department.
Okay. Is there a problem?
I'm just asking you a simple question.
Okay, I don't feel like I have to answer you because I don't know you.
I don't know you either.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking you the question.
Okay, and I don't feel like I have to answer.
But you're in the same spot for 2 days now.
That's not even true.
It is, though.
It's not, though.
It is, though. Because last Thursday, you were in the same spot.
Last Thursday.
Last Thursday.
Wow, so you're watching me.
I'm not, though. I watched the area.
You're watching me.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not watching you.
Why is there a problem?
I'm very observant to what's happening in my area.
Okay.
This is my area.
Okay.
I live right down the street.
Okay.
So I want to know.
And I live somewhere in the area, too. I don't have to tell you where.
Okay.
And you should be able to respect that.
It's
I'm
a
not
simple
committing any
question.
crimes. You're just being a detective, you know.
It's a simple question. That's
And
all
I
it was.
answered your questions multiple times. I told you I'm sitting in my car.
Okay.
And what's the problem?
I told you what. There is no problem. I'm asking you what is going on. That's
Okay.
it. Second day, same spot, and you don't move
It's
for
not.
hours.
It's not the same spot.
It is, though.
It's not.
It
And
is,
I'm
though.
allowed to do whatever I want. I work from my car on my phone. So what's the
Okay,
problem?
that's all you had to say. I
Okay,
work
but
from
now
my
I
car.
feel uncomfortable because you're watching me.
I'm not, though.
You watched me last Thursday.
Yeah, because I want to know what's going on. I see the
Last-
same car in the same spot for hours. For hours.
Okay. I think we know why.
That's not.
Okay.
You're taking it to the next level.
Oh, well, you're rolling up on me like parked in the middle of the street.
Because I want to know what's going on, what you're doing here.
I'm just a girl in my car, bro.
Okay. Same spot as last week.
Okay.
I'm just it.
If I live in the area, I can sit in my car. What's the problem?
Why not sit in front of your house?
Why do I have to sit in front of my house if I'm doing work on TikTok?
But it's a question, though. Why
If
why
I'm
not sit
working
in front
on
of your
TikTok,
house?
I can sit anywhere I want. I can go to a cafe and sit in front of a cafe.
so
I
why
can sit
don't
on
you?
the street if I want to sit on the street.
Okay, so why don't you?
Why don't I? So you're telling me I'm not allowed to sit here?
I'm not saying that, but why here, though?
Why here? It's America. I can park wherever I want.
Okay. What was your name?
Doesn't matter. You're a detective. You can search my plate if you're a detective.
I didn't, though. I don't want to.
You can.
I don't want to, though.
You can.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to.
All right.
I introduced myself. I just want to know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, and I don't feel comfortable. So.
Okay. All right, no problem. Have a good day, okay? Enjoy yourself.
I think one thing I just want to say here, if this was in front of this guy's house, then I can completely understand why he's come out to question, hey, what you doing? It's kind of weird that you're sitting here in front of my house in the car for hours on end. But based upon the conversation here, it is made clear, or at least that's how he comes across as, that he just lives in the area, quote unquote. Doesn't specifically point out that he lives in the house that she's sitting in front of. Because yes, I would personally find it a bit odd that this person has come for third day in a very small window of time, just sitting there in their car doing something on their phone for hours on end. It can be considered odd behavior, but I don't know if this is the right way to handle that odd behavior, especially if it's not outside of your house. And then saying that you're a detective and all that is a bit of an odd thing to do. Like in this scenario, I would just call the police like, hey, this guy claims he's a detective and has been stalking me for the past few days, because it's kind of weird behavior. Like if you're saying you're a detective, maybe at least like show your badge and have one or something, just so it's not like you're being a fake cop, because it's just what it feels like. Your behavior is extremely odd in this situation. Here we see the aftermath of a police officer who decided to run through an intersection whilst they had the red light without having their sirens or lights on, nor checking if it was safe, ending up in a car crash with a mother whose kid's birthday it is today. Here's the clip.
I know Mosley. He was detective of BPD. You are supposed to stop. You're supposed to stop talking in traffic. My daughter was hurt. I was hurt. It's my daughter's birthday. You ruined it. You ruined my daughter's big birthday! Let him be hurt! Let him be hurt! She turned 5! She turned 5 today!
But I think she was an emergency.
But she didn't have her lights on until after.
I like how some people are saying, like, oh, if he had his lights on, it would have been A-OK shenanigans. It's like, no. Even if the police officer had their lights on, they still need to slow down, give everyone a chance to realize, oh shoot, there's a cop there, let's all stop and let them through, not just randomly plow through the intersection without any warning, because that is unfathomably dangerous. Like, I've watched emergency vehicles do a lot of work over the years here in Australia, and one of the big things they do, they come up to an intersection, they flag their sirens how loud as they can to make sure everyone knows they're coming, and they roll up, double check to make sure everyone's stopped and they can go through safely, and then they go through. They don't just plow through even when they have a red light, because everyone knows that some people aren't going to have fast reaction times fast enough to be aware of a cop that just suddenly appeared out of nowhere, especially when they're speeding off to a certain destination. So you need to conduct these things in a safe way, not whatever the hell this was. Like, even if the cop had his lights on, you still can't excuse that, because they just plowed through the intersection without a care in the world. It is insane, that behavior. Here we find out what happens after a flight gets cancelled when these people have been waiting for over 24 hours since the flight was first delayed.
Shut up and let me finish.
Shut up.
I got it.
That you said we should shut up.
I want to see what you do.
Yeah, get the out of here.
Yeah, I want to see what you do.
Get the out of here. You can't bully people like that. Come on. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that you have been waiting a very long time. I understand that you are very upset. This is
What we can do is give you guys hotel vouchers for your overnight.
Well, why did you leave it in the morning in the first place? 9 a.m. we were in, you kicked us out. You could have offered hotel right there. It was 4 hours past that time. What was the situation?
People with kids and babies. Come on.
This is not right. It's not done here. I want to leave tonight. Come on.
We are under the mercy of what the plan is hired. We are just given the instructions of what.
So whoever's giving instructions, bring that guy here. Bring that guy here.
They're in Dallas. So you want me to bring them in? They're in Dallas. We need a doctor.
Somebody. This is what's happening.
It's been over 24 hours. 40 hours. It's been over 24 hours. Give him room. Give him room. Give him room.
911. Everyone, don't get close. She needs to breathe. Oh my God.
I think this comes down to one very big thing. To me, if you are the one who's making a decision to cancel the flight, you should also be the one to go out there and tell everybody about that. Especially if it's been several hours, heck, even almost a day, because this is going to happen. People are going to be pissed off by no means, because there are now many other things that are stacking on top of the fact that you've just cancelled their flight after waiting 24 hours. Not only were they already going to have to deal with the potential late fee of checking in way later than what they were initially meant to do for a hotel, because not all hotels do have this, but some hotels have a late check-in fee, especially if you're a day late. Also, those lines, some of them can have just an additional fee on top of the check-in. It's on the hotel thing itself because you've checked in late, and then now you've cancelled their flight on them 24 hours after it was meant to be in the air in the first place. Now they're late to certain functions. They're late to this. They're late. Like, it's just such a whirlwind of screw around for all of these people. If you're the one who's made the decision to cancel a flight after this long, you should also be the one to go out there and explain it. Not your staff members, because they shouldn't have to deal with the shit that's about to be flung. You should. The guy behind the cameras come down to his car to spot that this guy with his Defender was here swinging his door open like a madman next to his car. When he eventually hopped into his own car and went to talk to his girlfriend who's currently in there, according to her, he actually hit the car with his door, apparently at least once, and so he went to double check the scuff marks. And then when he asked the guy, hey, you hit my car, apparently the guy decided to say that, no, it doesn't matter, my car's better than yours, and now here we are.
Move. Don't move. You just hit my car.
I live in this building.
That's fine. That's fine. No. Yo. Give me a second.
Bro, I'm
open your door.
up.
Don't get
I
loud
have
with
my
me.
kids
Don't
here.
get loud
What are
with
you
me.
saying?
Don't get loud with me.
What are you doing?
Don't get
I
loud
have
with
two
me.
little kids here.
That's fine. I'm not threatening anybody. I'm just
Bro.
asking you to open your door all the way for a second.
Take my kids on the corner.
That's fine. You're right here. I'm
Bro,
just asking you.
I'm taking my kid
recording
upstairs.
You. I'm recording you.
I'm taking my kid upstairs.
That's fine. I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you.
Let me bring my kid upstairs.
That's fine. Take your kid out. I'm not stopping you. Look at this bag.
Okay, back
Look.
up.
So I'm parked here. I'm parked here legally. And then this guy swung his door open. And when he swung the door open, he scuffed the car right here.
I scuffed
Nothing like that.
I have two little kids.
I'm not doing anything about your kids. It's not about your
trying
kids.
to get my kids in my apartment. Back the
Dude, off. You hit my car. You're in the wrong. Don't act like you're right. I'm not doing anything with your kids. You're setting a great example for them, though, too.
Yes, because doing stuff for your kids means that you're above the law and you don't have to worry about ever doing anything illegal, because if it's for your kids, it's all good. That's not how that works. Not only are you not in an illegal parking spot, it looks like you've just stopped in the middle of the street, you're also going, by the looks of it, you're intending to take your kids out of the car onto the pavement and probably take them up to the apartment whilst leaving your car parked in the middle of the street, which is totally irresponsible. It's either you're just too lazy to go actually find a car park, or so you're taking your kids up to your apartment. Is there someone else there who's going to look after your kids when you get them up there? Or what's actually going to happen here? It seems a little bit stupid that you're doing this in the first place, but okay. When this lady got home with her food, she decided to check over, and turns out there was some form of issue with it one way or another, and she threw it out, called up the store and asked if she would be able to get a refund, telling them that she has already thrown the food out. Apparently the staff on the phone said yes, they could just come in and get the refund, but now here's what happens when she asks for a refund from the manager.
Because you still will not get a refund, especially with your attitude, especially when you didn't bring the food back. Have a good day.
I called.
Okay.
She told me to come get the refund.
Use your common sense, or your brains too tight. Have a good day.
You such a rude manager to be a GM.
I surely am.
To be a GM.
I surely am.
You came up here with an attitude.
Actually I did.
Actually you did, because I said I came to get a refund and you said, oh, you're not getting one.
You're not. You didn't bring the food back, so what makes you think I'm... For all I know, you ate it.
I ain't eating nothing.
Okay,
I told her on the phone I threw it in the trash. She still told me to come up here and get a refund. So that's on her.
Okay, that's on her. But guess what?
Okay, so you still supposed to make it right.
Have a good day.
I called and told her.
I'm not making nothing right. Have a good day.
I called and told her. And told her I threw it in the trash.
Have a good day.
Look, as a manager, if one of your staff members has apparently said something, I would go find out whom actually said that, find out what they exactly said, and then if it turns out that they did say they could get a refund by doing blank, blank, and blank, then you should just honor that refund. Yes, it's probably going to cause issues with other things and other that, but that's where you got to do right by the customer, what the customer's already been told by one of your employees, and then it comes down to either they weren't taught these processes correctly by you, and you now need to fix that issue, or something else has happened here that shouldn't have, and you need to fix that issue. Taking it out on the customer and refusing to give a refund is just kind of the worst way to go about this. I know from experience with fast food restaurants here in Australia, like they just immediately give you a voucher allowing you to repurchase literally everything you brought another time. Like that is the first thing they just end up doing if you have issues with your food whatsoever. And then if you want a refund, you can go down that route, but most people are usually fine after getting a voucher to buy the exact same order you just brought another time. This next pair of clips are going to be some interesting ones. So what's happened here is we're at Disneyland in one of those long lines for one of the various rides. You know how this usually goes. A multi-hour wait just to get on one ride, yada, yada, yada. And here we have two different separate events where people are cutting in line for certain reasons. I'm not going to explain too much more to you. I'm just going to let you watch the clips first.
I need to take them to the bathroom.
I know, but we're not doing the cutting thing anymore.
If I gotta use the bathroom, man, I'm getting at the back of the line too.
Yeah.
I'm a little 7-year-old. I know, man.
Yeah,
it's the same standard. It's the same standard. It's the same standard as everyone else.
Don't. Oh,
Come
you
on.
better. You are not touching me right now. You did not just shove me.
Cool.
You haven't been standing in line.
They're standing in line.
Yeah, you're not standing in line.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing is wrong with me.
Okay,
you can
please
stand in line
move.
like the rest of us.
They're standing in line.
Yeah, and you're not.
Is she with you?
Yeah, she is actually.
Get her out of my way, please.
I really.
Obviously, I'm going to meet somebody.
You guys,
No,
why do you guys
stand
keep
in line like
cutting?
the rest of us.
Are you
And
insane?
You haven't been.
No, it's like why does everyone think that you could just keep passing us? If I don't see
I'm not passing you. They're in line.
No, it doesn't matter. You literally like why do we need to wait in line and then everyone else doesn't
Well,
get to wait
maybe
in
if
line?
you went and got food and brought it to her, you know what I mean?
It doesn't matter. That's not how it works.
Oh my God! Do you want me to get park security?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I don't think they care about this, right?
Good, because apparently they do. Because apparently you didn't want to go get them.
Last time I got cut in line, I actually asked, and they said it's not allowed.
I'm not cutting in line.
Yeah, you are. They actually said it's not allowed to save spots and that I should handle it exactly as I am. Don't allow people to cut me.
Why don't you call park security then, okay?
No, go for it. If you have a problem with me, please call park security.
Oh my God! What is wrong with you?
Nothing is wrong with me.
Let me pass.
Just so you know, if you try to do anything, I'm recording. So
Well, I don't care.
Cool.
Let me pass. What is wrong with you?
Nothing is wrong with me. I'm just not allowing people to cut me.
You know,
it's the same problem with the other people that are cutting. So
Before I give my thoughts on this one, I just want to ask you, what are your thoughts on these two clips here? What's your opinions on this whole line-saving, cutting shenanigans that have occurred in these clips here? Personally speaking, the first one, when you had to leave the line you're already in just to go take your son to the toilet, and let's say you've left a family member sitting in the line waiting for you to come back, personally, to me, that's a-okay. I'm not going to care too much about it. It's not worth the time and effort because A, I get it. Some kids are not great at going to the toilet at the correct times, yada, yada, yada. It's issues that occur very often, so it's not worth it. And then secondly, to that, my family and I have participated in this type of stuff multiple times before where someone, either me, my little sister, or someone else who's not busy doing something will go and join a line for a certain thing that we all want to do, and the rest of us eventually catch up and join the line in the spot where me or whoever else went to the line is already standing there waiting for the line. It's one of those things where I understand the frustration to see people cutting in front of you saying that, oh, I'm going up to my friend who's up there. This is a drink for them. Hence the reason why I got 2 drinks, yada, yada, yada. And I can get the frustration to that. But at the same note, it also comes down to the fact of like, is it worth it? Is it really worth it to care that much about 1 or 2 people doing this? And yes, I get the whole thing of like, oh, but if you start letting certain people do it, then suddenly everyone's going to start doing it. Then it'll get worse, and then that, yeah, I get it. But it's one of those things where I get the frustration here, but also, is it really worth it at all? Here we got a clip from the COVID era that's recently resurfaced.
Yeah, you can move your cart forward now. Yeah, you can move your cart forward. Yes, she can move her cart forward, all right?
I am checking out, and my items have to go on the conveyor belt.
Forward.
Would you please stand
Take your
6 feet away?
goddamn phone. Take your goddamn cell phone and put it down, lady. Put your goddamn cell phone down. Yeah, you see what I mean? Put your goddamn cell phone down.
You will be reported
Go ahead and
to
report.
Protective Services.
Go right ahead and report. I don't have to.
It's funny remembering just how crazy some people got during these times. Like, I distinctively remember that when some old lady was buying a huge amount of box of tissues, when she got told by me, when I told her that she could only get 2 of them, she decided to make the threat of throwing one of them at my face because, of course, they did. I don't know. People just got a little bit crazy at this time. The woman behind the camera spots a person leaving this coffee shop here and like, oh, they're open, and decides to go in and go to the toilet before going to buy a pastry. It turns out, though, that the store was apparently closed, and this is what happens next.
I didn't know that. You have your hours posted. You have your hours posted. But you're not gonna cuss at me and not let me use the bathroom. I didn't scream at you. You came at me abrasively. I will, yeah. And I'll post this on Yelp so people see how nasty you are. If I need to call the police,
Yes,
I
please.
can.
Yeah, let's do it.
Why are you so mad?
Because you are being ridiculous right now. You came here. Store is closed. You came here without saying anything, asking anything. You just came straight to the bathroom, right?
Because I had to use the restroom and I didn't see you. If I would have seen you, of course I would have asked for permission.
Why did you come inside at the beach? Because I told you to leave.
I didn't call you a bitch. I did not call you a bitch.
Call caps.
Okay, I will.
Stop recording and call caps.
I'm not going to stop recording because now you're preventing me from leaving and you're making
Because
me
you
feel very
came here and we were closed.
Not to mention, I'm a loyal customer here and you're berating me.
Listen, I have never seen you before, and if you are a
Okay,
loyal
you've
customer,
never
you
seen
would
me
know
before.
what time we open.
Your hours are posted on the doors.
So
I thought
exactly.
you guys were open. I thought you guys
Wait
were
a second,
open.
so
I
you
didn't
don't know what time it is?
I didn't look. I'm sorry. Your door was unlocked.
But why am I supposed to close?
Why are you screaming at me?
No, I'm like.
Apparently, after the woman in question stopped recording when she left, apparently the Karen in the situation pulled her hair and tried to pinch her. Now, it is definitely one thing to claim that an assault happened the moment you stopped recording. There are two things we can say there. It's like, yeah, that's very convenient, but also, B, it might be something that makes sense too, because she probably purposely waited for you to stop recording in order to do that. Whatever. One thing to do note is that the reviews for this business do quite conveniently line up to tell the story that the person who operates in this store is a bit of an asshat. So yeah, take that as you will. Here we have a Karen experience massive road rage.
No. No. I've got my daughter in the car.
I don't care.
And
Get the away from me.
There.
Get the away from me.
You just hit me. You just slammed my
You're in my personal space. Get the away from me. I don't care. You can't open my car door, bitch. Call the cops. Call the cops.
And this is why you should always lock your door whenever you're inside of your car driving about. You never know when someone's going to be this damn stupid. And I'm not trying to victim shame here. This is just something, take this as a lesson. Always have your doors locked when you're in your car on the road, just so this doesn't happen. I'm very curious if the cops did get caught and get involved in the situation. How did it go? How did it get resolved? Because in my opinion, I think that the moment you rip someone's door open, it's going to spark panic on whomever's door you just ripped open, and it will lead them to do something that will probably get you hurt, and you're probably not going to be able to charge them for any of that because, you know, you kind of did it to yourself by ripping their door open in a raging fit.